Huh?
Alright, fellow YouTubers, hope you guys are staying warm because it sure is cold out there in the upper middle of the United States. And when I mean cold, I'm talking about wind chill of over 40 below. And yeah, so right now I am working on this. I should be working on that, getting it all set up and everything else, but I want to work on this. Or is it that and this? Or this and that? I don't know, whatever it is. So what I got going on over here right now is I want to remove the infinity pickups that are on this guitar. They're not a bad pickup, but I want something with a little bit more output on it and kind of good for metal and maybe all genres of music. And as you can see, it's kind of weird. I've never seen a fluorescent pink and a fluorescent green wire on here before. So the problem that I was facing, that I kind of had to figure out, was the Dragonfire pickups have got more wires than these do. And I had to use my little thing over here. Let's see if I can do this. Put this over here. Now you could see. Tell you what, this works better than the damn just putting this thing in my eyeball. Writing is so tiny on there I can't see shit. So I had to figure this out, and it actually is pretty simple as far as the wiring goes, and hopefully my idea of how this is supposed to be will work out fine. Now I'm looking at these wires here, and I'm not sure if these are actually copper wires. I think these are copper clad aluminum, which if they are, I'm going to get rid of them because I do not like copper cladded aluminum wires. I'd rather have strictly just copper. And how do I know that these are copper clad aluminum? Well, you could tell that they look silver. They don't look like a copper colored or silver when you take the insulation off. Plus, a lot of the copper clad aluminum has this weird insulation on there that if you use a soldering gun, let's see here if I could do this and put this on there again. If you use a soldering gun, it melts really easy where you solder it. So I ended up picking up a set of Dragonfire pickups. Now I have two of them over here because I'm only going to use one of them. Now the Crusaders, I've installed these in guitars before, and they are a great metal sounding pickup. Really great. They're wound higher and they're hotter. Again, you know, you can split these, you can coil tap them, whatever you want to do with these. They're capable of putting out some really good, especially with distortion. And they actually sound pretty decent with, you know, trying to do, like, I wouldn't say classical music, but they're actually pretty decent with different types of genres too, but they're really meant for playing metal. So I picked up these guys, the Hexbuckers. Now these are set up pretty much kind of like Ibanez's. I can't remember what those pickups were that were on the last giveaway guitar. I can't remember for the life of me. God damn it! I tell you, when you start getting older, your brain starts going. But anyways, these have, the reason why they call them hex is because they have a set screw on top of, or actually each pole piece is a set screw that you can adjust just like the Ibanez guitar that I did in my last giveaway. And these have a wider range. They're not as hot as these guys are, but they are wound pretty high, and they have a wider range of output as far as for metal, for, you know, rock, classic rock, whatever. And I'm thinking I'm going to go with these in here. And wiring this up, I should be able to use the switch the same way as I would, you know, if this was left stock. So I went with these are the all red. these are the red and black. So I went with the all red. Even though the shade of red is a little bit more on the darker side, it will go with more of the binding and maybe the inlays on the neck and the headstock logo more than it'll go with the pickguard. So these guys here are going to be in the next giveaway that I'm going to have, which won't be anytime soon. I'm going to give a little bit of a space between, you know, giveaways and stuff. But yeah, these will be in the next giveaway, so you guys can you know, check them out, enjoy them, or whatever. As far as pickup goes, I actually like these a lot. They're inexpensive, number one, and they actually have very, very good reviews on actually both sets of pickups. Dragonfire is, I'm sure it's something that's based out of China. I'm pretty damn sure of it. In fact, yeah, maybe I'll say it on the box. Let's see here. Maybe not, but I'm sure they are. But they're actually a very good rated pickup for the price that they are, being an inexpensive pickup. So I'm going to start getting to work on this, and I'm sure my head would be in the way as far as the soldering goes, because I can't see shit. I'm going to have to be on top of this a little bit to actually, you know, be able to see what I'm doing. Now, as you can see, there is no, I don't think, yeah, there is no shielding inside here, so I'm going to have to do some shielding here, and I'm going to have to do some shielding on here. Even though I've had this plugged in, and I wasn't getting any buzz or noise or anything from, you know, checking the selector switch, you know, splitting these pickups. It was actually pretty quiet, but I still want to insulate this a little bit better than what it not is. I like how they do the insulation over here, you know, grounding out everything, which is fine, but, you know, they could take it one step further, cover the rest of the pickguard, and they could do a little bit of work inside here. Now, anytime you're doing any type of a insulating, you know, I'm going to use the tape that I normally use, which is the, I want to say it's, I don't think it's aluminum tape, but it's a metal tape that they use for ductwork and stuff. And even though the adhesive is not conductive that is on the back of that tape, if you push hard enough in certain areas, you can make each piece of tape kind of blend into each other, and then it'll end up, you'll get, again, you know, getting old sucks. You'll be able to get contact between each piece of tape if you push hard enough in certain spots. And you want to make sure that you have some type of tape that is folded over that would be touching the pickguard in order to make it a nice shield, you know, installation. And with it being shielded like that on the pickguard, it'll also connect itself with the controls as well because of this tape here. Now I am going to overlap onto this piece here. I'm not going to remove it. So let's get on with that.